About 5 years ago, I got a new camera. I was so excited to shoot with it that the first thing I did was climb up onto the roof of a parking structure to film the cars, traffic, and sky at night. Then I kind of filmed a Trident II missile exploding across the Los Angeles sky.
Does not have to share. The Navy missile that took over Southern California's night sky is long gone.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
You're watching video blogger Julien Solomita. His camera captured almost 5 minutes of it.
So me and this camera have a little history. And today, I got the new a7S III. So usually when I cook something, actually just following a recipe is already hard enough for me to do. The moment of truth. That's my normal struggle. But what if I filmed a cooking video, but I remove myself from my kitchen, taking away all the things I'm used to having, including light? I want to go deep into the desert and film a cooking video under the stars and capture it all with this camera to see how well I can document cooking in the dark and all that comes along with it. Went on Airbnb and found a little tiny, it almost looks like a Minecraft house. It's just like a 2x2 looking little hut out in the middle of the desert. And I'm gonna go out there tomorrow morning bright and early, take in the sights a little bit, film the desert a little bit, test out the camera's chops. But the main goal is to get there and have everything set up to where we can film a cooking video under the stars. So in order to do that, we're gonna need some sort of cooking setup to go outside, something that's safe, something that's portable. And I found this propane barbecue. It's like a very small, collapsible, travel-friendly sort of situation. And the only place within a million miles of me that has it is like a million miles from me. So I'm driving all the way out to another valley and I'm gonna pick it up. They have it waiting for me. It's this big old crazy thing. Mask on or move along, baby.
Is it wound up and stuff? It's really nice. It works really well. Extremely durable. It's nice because you can break it down, take it wherever you want. You got to write down your channel for me, man. I gotta check out what you do with
Absolutely,
it.
Yeah.
And now, a word about cameras from a nerd with a camera.
Welcome, camera nerds, to my explanation of why this camera is really cool and why I'm excited to film with it. The first thing is that it has a flip out screen, just a fantastic, wonderful, simple side flip out screen. Sony, we've been asking for this forever and you finally delivered, so thank you for doing that. This puppy can scroll all the way up to 409,800 ISO, all right? So when you talk about low light, you can pretty much be shooting in the dark and crank that puppy all the way up and you'll still see something. So we're gonna put that to the test later and see how well the video at night comes out. But that's a big number, 409,000. Sony literally invented their own CF Express card for this camera and also probably future cameras. It's called the CF Express Type A, and it's a tiny little CF Express card that writes so much faster than any SD card I've ever used. Also, there is 120 frames a second slow-mo in 4K now added. These are all things that people have been like very, very consistently asking Sony for. Sony was just like, listen, all right, chill. I'm gonna take my time and then you'll get everything you want on your wish list. This baby's got dual SD card slots that work with both SD cards and CF Express Type A, which is the new bad boy card in town. Anyway, I'm boring you now. I literally can feel me boring you. So let's move on with the video. What do you say? Come on. Well, morning girl. It's not your coffee though. Cheers. Nope, it's gonna be too hot. I know it. It's just after 6 a.m. Sun's just starting to show itself. It's like the only part of the day right now where it's gonna be just bearable. It's gonna be so hot soon. And I'm only escaping to a place that is gonna be hotter. So here's to our adventure going to the desert. Cook some food. In the dark. Let's go. To Joshua Tree. Hey Siri, how hot is it right now in Joshua Tree?
Hot enough. It appears to be clear right now, with a temperature of 97 degrees.
It's not even 10 a.m., dude. It's literally 9:54. Anyway, I pulled off at the first spot that I recognized. This gift shop and little restaurant here, I went to, I think for my 24th birthday, or 23rd, or 22nd, I don't know. I don't know. But I went here for a very special birthday. That was the last time I was in Joshua Tree. So being here definitely makes me happy. Brings back good memories. I am so hot. This is unbelievable how hot it is right now. Anyway, my best friend Will drove out from Nevada. He's meeting me in probably like 15 minutes. And he's gonna help me film this and explore the desert with me because I don't spend much time out here. So it all feels exciting and well, it feels hot. That's what it feels like. Oh shit. That was beautiful.
How was that?
That was beautiful. Fastest person on this street. Give me like 30 minutes. It is still like just after noon-ish. We've been kind of just running around Joshua Tree, seeing what we can find. I haven't really spent much time up here at all, aside from that last trip a couple years ago. So it's been cool to just explore, even though it's a lot of the same, which is not a lot of vegetation and very, very hot temperatures. I am hot, and there's a lot of yucca trees, or as the cool kids like to call it, the Joshua Tree. It's this thing right here. Very pointy and deserty. Going to a new place, especially right now, like I've been locked in my house as a lot of you have, and I haven't like left anywhere, especially like my local area. So why did I say it like that? My local area? Hot singles. But anyway, we're not here for just moseying around town all day, okay? Even though most of the time that's what we've been doing. We're here for something more important, and let me show you. So in here, I have packed ingredients for tonight where we're gonna cook outside in the desert under the stars with no light. I haven't even told you what I'm gonna cook yet. I'm gonna tell you some of the ingredients I brought, and then you'll guess what I cooked. It's gonna be really hard, so you might not get it right. Don't get discouraged. I didn't mean for that to be in there. Okay. All right. I got some hot chili peppers. I got some just for all folded egg pieces. Garlic and ginger with fresh limes. Scallions, sort of pre-chopped to fit in here. I got peanuts, sambal, rice noodles. This is actually just an entire container filled with peanut oil, so I could transport it. This is safe. And a few other odds and ends. What do you think it is? Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Cut. I know it's probably really hard to guess, but we're cooking pad thai. You guys have asked me for an updated pad thai video for a while, and I wanted to make this Aries Kitchen remote experience special in every way I could, right? I'm shooting outside. We're making like a kitchen in nature, safely, of course. We looked up all the laws, but we came out to a beautiful desert, and I brought the ingredients to cook my favorite meal. So I thought it was kind of fitting to do pad thai. I don't know, we have, I think there's a way to measure it. About 3.5 more hours until sunset. The important thing is as soon as the sun goes down, we're getting Aries Kitchen set up and built out in the desert so we can cook under the stars. I can make my favorite meal. It's gonna be nice, okay? And we're gonna film it with this camera that I can pretty much see in the dark. All right? This is our Airbnb. We only rented the outside, so we're gonna set up camp right by these little cacti and, no, I'm just kidding. Our code isn't working, so we're waiting for the host to get back to us because I tried our code and then it just said too many attempts. And we got locked out. Oh, they just texted, let's see. Just unlocked it. Wait. That feels locked. Oh my God. Welcome MTV Cribs. Oh, sorry, I didn't order a pizza. Okay, come in. Welcome to my home for the night. So this is our Airbnb. It actually feels much bigger from the inside, weirdly, than it does on the outside. On the outside, it looks like something I could build in Minecraft, which is speaking very low of the place, but the inside looks wonderful. This is my new channel. I'm reviewing Airbnbs. This place is good. Gets check mark. Got some electric guitars. I'll play a little something. You'll get more later. Here's the thing, right? If they wanted us to keep the noise down, putting this here, probably a good idea. There's a keyboard right here, and over here's the kitchen. But like I said, we brought our own kitchen. And then, remember in the office, he opens the daycare door and the guy's pooping. That's just a closet, I don't know. But it's 4 o'clock and it still feels just like as hot as it's been all day. So we're taking a moment to relax in some AC that's not the car. And then we're gonna get our remote Aries Kitchen up and running because we got some customers to feed, i.e. I'm hungry and I want pad thai. All right, we are out here in the desert in the middle of the night. I present Aries Kitchen in the wild. So here I have this awesome like wok stand cooker thing. This is supposed to heat similar to a wok, which is kind of perfect because we're cooking pad thai. And I have all my ingredients here. Usually you would see all of the ingredients well lit and beautiful, but we're filming in the dark. There's literally we didn't bring any lights. We lit that fire. We'll see how long that lasts. We got the Airbnb backlight over there, but we're just gonna do it live. Cook pad thai in the dark. So I want to put a little bit of oil, just a little bit. Point of doing a little bit first is to test the heat. So Once that starts smoking, we're gonna add the rest of our oil because we don't want all the oil to be smoking. We just want the tester oil to smoke. Crank it up a little bit. I can't believe I'm doing this. This is absolutely insane. Like you can, if you look up, you can see the stars. The sky is incredible tonight. It's quiet. It's not windy, no clouds, no weather. It's exactly what we wanted. Come out to the desert and see some beautiful stars and cook under them. Why not? We're gonna start with our tofu. This has been previously frozen, thawed, completely dried out of moisture, and then coated in a little bit of cornstarch. You see the oil is smoking. So now we're gonna put a little bit more oil. This is heating real nicely. It actually feels like a wok. It kind of does. When they rented this Airbnb to us, the last thing they probably expected is that we were gonna go outside in the middle of the night and cook some pad thai. But I'm full of surprises, baby, okay? And soon, I'm gonna be full of pad thai. All right, now you ready for some sizzling? Here we go. Wow, that is nice. I am going to take this onion, cut it down the middle. Oh my God, I almost dropped it onto the dirt. Everything's great. I have enough light that I feel comfortable cooking with high heats and cutting and being safe, I promise you. We're exercising caution to an extent because a little bit of danger is fun. All right, so I'm not gonna chop these super fine. I'll do a couple slits and then I'm going to just kind of let it roll. Because I like my pad thai to have kind of sizable pieces of onions in them. We're gonna drop our onion in this container. We're gonna make some room for the garlic now. And we're just gonna get a nice little dice on the garlic, nothing crazy. Okay, so far, I am loving this grill. Like, what a cool idea this is. We're gonna add this to our container with the onion. So we have our garlic, our onion, and we just need just a little bit of ginger. All I had is jar ginger, so not very authentic over there, but don't get me wrong. I love cooking in my kitchen. I love cooking up a storm. I love having my fridge next to me and my pantry right over there. But this is special and this is fun. You know, sometimes you gotta take something that you love and just push it a little bit more, because you never know if you'll like that as well. In the wild, we're gonna shove the tofu off to the side. As you can tell by the sound, the side of the pan is definitely cooler, similar to a wok. So I'm gonna put a little more oil down, and this is gonna be for our vegetables, which will be our onion, garlic, ginger. Actually, we need to chop up our vegan egg. This will go on first. And then on top of that, all the stuff we just chopped. So we're gonna let this kind of cook down a little bit. We want it to have a crisp, you know, fry, almost like a char to it, but we also don't want it to overcook. So I'm gonna keep mixing it around. And while we're doing that, let's make our sauce. We're gonna take a little bit of this plant-based fish sauce.
Crazy how light this looks on the camera.
Really, it's so dark for me. I can't even tell what I'm looking at. We're gonna put a little bit of sambal. All right, so our sauce is almost complete. We're gonna add a little bit of lime to it. And then I thought it would be fun to add a little bit of local flavor, okay? I found this. It is called cactus jelly. It is jelly that comes from a cactus. So it's a sugar source, and I tasted it. It tastes really good. So what I want to do is have this act as our sweetness, because you need to balance out the acidity. So I'm gonna put a little of that in. And we gotta find our, see, oh, cannot forget the tiny whisk. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this together with a whisk. We're gonna add a little bit of some cornstarch. We would usually make a slurry, but we don't have time for that. Also, while we're waiting, let's get our peanuts in here. Okay, some of this burnt a little bit, and that's okay. That's okay, because we're cooking outside in the complete fucking dark. We're gonna clear this off to the side with the tofu. And last but not least, we are going to add a little more oil and fry our noodles. Let's just taste this again. It's kind of spicy. We forgot our scallions. And the noodles we go. All right, so it's smoking, it's almost ready. The craziest part of this experience, to be honest, is the fact that what I'm seeing is very dark. Like, I can barely see the food in front of me. What you're seeing, I promise you, is a much, much clearer, crisper, and more well-lit version of reality. We did it to him in the desert. We just made pad thai. Don't ask me how that happened. Don't ask me how my brain comes up with these very strange ideas that it has no business coming up with. I think it's time to try. Let us dig in to our desert feast. All right, now it's time to taste this beautiful treasure of a dinner. It's pad thai and stargazing tonight. Correct. That is correct. This is so good. I mean, I probably made this at 80% capacity of its taste because I'm limited out here, but I don't know, it's still pretty damn good. Here we are. I have this container of my favorite food, the food I like to cook most. I love making cooking videos and I love finding new recipes to try and doing it in different ways. And I just think it's so fun that I was able, and I'm fortunate enough to come out into a crazy new environment, stay outside at night, and cook one of my favorite things to cook, but in a completely new way, just to try something new. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta get out there and try something new, even if it's really weird, okay? This is weird. Pad thai in the desert in the middle of the night. I bet the fucking coyotes are like judging us right now. They don't even want our food. They're just like, that's weird. And that's fine. You guys can have the scraps. But thank you for hanging out. I had a lot of fun coming all the way out here to do this. What a fun trip. What a fun reason to take a trip is cook some food in isolation, but in different isolation. So now we get to enjoy a little pad thai and look at the beautiful sky. That rhymed. I did not plan that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Make this. It's really good. I promise. I promise.